It hasn't been the best of times for the Australian film industry, but the New South Wales government is hoping to boost local production, announcing a $25 million investment fund. And director George Miller says it's just what the industry needs.
We're a small country. We've got a great education system in terms of the creative arts and all the skills we need. But we can't manage a sustained industry. Very few places in the world can. I've been in the industry for 30 years and I've watched this ebb and flow. People have heard of me talking about this endlessly, and it's only in recent years that it occurred to me just how wasteful it is. I reckon I can meet more actors walking down a street in Los Angeles, Australian actors walking down a street in Los Angeles than I can walking in the street of Sydney. There's so many young actors getting jobs in TV shows and movies there. All of our talent's gone. Our top cameramen, our top artists, our top editors, so many of them have gone. They want to be here. They feel Australian. They love living in this city. You look at the number of people who have homes here, but they can't work here. So it's always been a problem, and the key is sustained production. We've tried. I'd like only to make... I make very few films. I make about 2 films a decade if I'm lucky. I've tried to conflate those and get a run of them so we can keep the people here. It's really tough. So this attraction fund is a really good term. I don't believe we would be doing Mad Max here. We hit Mad Max at a time when the Australian dollar was so high it made no economic sense to make it here. But with the help of the producer rebate and with the help of the New South Wales government, we just got it over the line. It's a very risky business for the studios to put money in. It's a very, very tricky business, and they're looking for that little bit of edge. It's not, most films are not profitable. They rely on turning out enough films so that you get the one big hit, which allows all the other production to happen. It's not a science. It's a crazy business to be in for the studios, and they need these sort of attractions. And this is a wonderful place to do it. So. And you've heard me say this before, but the New Zealanders are doing it, and for some reason we can't. And this is an opportunity for us to really do it. We've got all the natural resources to do it. The people, the skills, the city, everything to do it. But we just can't get over the line in a sustained way.
There was the debate at the end of last year about Australia not making the films that people want to see. Do you think Australians are ignoring the stories that people want to see, and we make too many dark, depressing films here?
No, every country makes dark, depressing films. I think it's a function of budget. I mean, if you make a film for $5 million or $2 million, or I just heard someone talk about a film made for $40,000. If you make those sort of films, you can't. One special effect shot in Happy Feet costs more than $40,000. So you can't make the big blockbusters which basically dominate the market around the world. So it's just every country. If you want to see some dark, depressing films, go to Europe, go to America. Everybody makes them, but it's a spectrum of films, from the little tiny budget film all the way through, that fuels the creative industry. So, we've all got to get better at writing screenplays and making better films and learning. We've got the skills. Look at the people who are working around the world. They develop the skills here. So it's always going to be a problem. I reckon sustained production is the key.